Hey everybody, how you doing? This is Barry, that Goat Metal Show with the weekly recap. Hope everybody's doing good. Hope everybody's having a fantastic week as we march on towards Memorial Day and getting closer and closer to warmer weather. It's a nice blistering 80 degrees up here in New York now, man. We finally get some good weather. It's been weird as shit with the weather, but let's see, man. Hopefully, better weather's coming and better things should be coming along with everything else. All right, let's get into some remembrance right now. All right, today is the anniversary of the death of Ronnie James Dio. 16 years ago today, in 2010, Ronnie passed away in Houston, Texas. All right, standing at just 5 feet 4 inches, his booming operatic voice and fantasy-inspired lyrics fundamentally shaped the sound and culture of heavy metal. Across a legendary career spanning 6 decades, he fronted iconic bands including Elf, Rainbow, Black Sabbath, his namesake band Dio, and then last, Heaven and Hell. He is universally celebrated for popularizing iconic devil horns, hand gesture, and rock culture. Dio passed away from stomach cancer on May 16, 2010, but his mythic legacy remains eternal. Rest in peace, Ronnie. If anybody's out there right now, let's go play some Ronnie James Dio. Play some Black Sabbath. Just play it all, man. It's a shame that he's gone, but his legacy will live on forever. All right, now we're going to go into the world of Mordred Red and Lord Humongous. All right, those guys just finished having a really cool live stream last night. I was able to go and purchase that split they got. So, you know, they just came out with that awesome split, right? Bonded by the Bomb. And they have all these different styles of it. I think they had one that was like the Steel Book that was already all sold out. So they had the other albums there for $35. And I went, Mordred's and Revic's side, they were all gone. So I had to go to Lord Humongous side and I had to go and pick up my vinyl. And at the same token, I picked up a Lord Humongous CD. So, you know, I sort of, you know, made way there anyway. But yo, make sure you guys go and check, man. I'm not sure if they're gonna go and put any more out. Just keep tabs on Mordred Red's channel and check out with Lord Humongous to see what else they have left. But looking forward to getting mine, man. Make sure you get it. Yeah, Mordred Red and Lord Humongous. All right, now we're going into the world of Benediction. All right, Dave Ingram, the longtime vocalist for the British death metal band, officially stepped down from the band in May 2026 due to severe health issues caused by worsening arthritis. Ingram released a joint statement with the band explaining the escalating physical pain and delivering nature of his arthritis made it impossible to fulfill his fronting duties. In his statement via Benediction Facebook, he noted that the frustration and physical impact of the condition led to the difficult decision. Unfortunately, it's a shame, man. I mean, you know, as we get older, certain things catch up, and if they catch up, man. It's going to limit you. And a band, you know, if you're in a band, you know, you could only be limited to so much where, you know, you got to do your tours, you got to, you know, be with the band, do band rehearsal, so on. And you want to be all around with them when you're doing stuff, and it's not going to be the same. So, you know, they haven't said anything as far as, you know, doing anything negative. I mean, I think he said he's going to do a couple of the shows. So Ingram plans to perform a limited number of select farewell appearances throughout 2026. The frontman of Dark Embrace has filled in on vocal duties during recent live dates, including performances in Spain and Germany. So, you know, I think that's pretty cool, you know. And, hey, you know, we're just going to keep a lookout on them and see where they go from there, man. All hail's Benediction. All right, some sad news. Finnish visual artist Turkka G. Ranten passed away suddenly. He was highly revered for his defining dark, otherworldly visual aesthetics, the Finnish underground death metal scene starting in the early 1990s. He had legendary covers for Demigod, Depravity, and Archgoat. He also did, you know, some logos, and he did a lot of, you know, collaborated stuff in the underground. He was very well known, and unfortunately, you know, it's just a shame, man. I mean, you know, I said it was suddenly. I think. You know, we'll be getting some more stuff on it, but just a legend in the death metal community that he's gone. But he has all his great art that will live on. So We'll see where it goes from there. Rest in peace, man. Rest in peace. All right, now we go into the world of Nico McBrain. All right, the legendary longtime drummer for Iron Maiden has officially announced his debut autobiography titled Hello, Boys and Girls, published by Harper Nonfiction. The book is scheduled for global release on October 22nd, with U.S. distribution following on November 10th, and will be available in hardback, ebook, and auto book formats. All right, the book details his 42-year career as Mr. Iron Maiden, his deep bond with his bandmates, and what it takes to stay at the pinnacle of heavy metal history. That's going to be a good read. I mean, especially for a lot of people who are like big fans of his drumming, especially a lot of drummers. I know my old drummer, Frank Lasco, he's going to get the first printing of that when that comes out. I most definitely know that for sure. He got to meet him. You know, he took a nice picture with him. And, you know, I mean, the man is 73 years old. I mean, he had to step down from doing any more stuff with Maiden, but he's got a nice long career, and it'd be worth checking out. All right, so make sure you guys check that out. It's going to come to the States November 10th. Get yourself a copy. Hails Nico. All right, now we go into the world of Gene Simmons. All right, the Gene Simmons Legends of Rock Expo will take place from September 25th to September 27, 2026, Westgate Las Vegas Resort and Casino. Announced by the KISS co-founder, this band new 3-day fan convention is designed to give rock enthusiasts an intimate environment to interact directly with music icons through concerts, panel discussions, Q&A sessions, autograph signings, and photo opportunities. Meaning you got to bring a lot of fucking money. All right, some of the people are going to be there. Of course, Gene Simmons hosting and headlining with his band, Geezer Butler, Stuart Copeland from the Police, and Dave Davies of the Kinks. Other confirmed musicians and celebrities. So hey, man, that's going to be pretty cool. I mean, you know, hey, it's going to be a nice little convention. I mean, if you think it's worth it, and to go over there and see some of these icons and check some live music, hey, it's in Vegas too. Why not? All right, now we go into the world of Cold as Life. All right, the alleged killer of frontman Rodney Ron Beauty Barger is his former roommate and best friend, Richard Weinstein, who also used the alias Joseph Allen Starvos. All right, Weinstein was arrested by the U.S. Marshals at a dog park in Panama City after spending more than 30 years on the run. On September 15, 1993, 23-year-old Rodney Barger was fatally shot in the head while sleeping inside his Detroit home he shared with Weinstein. Detroit police initially arrested Weinstein days after the murder, but he was freed on bail, skipped his 1994 trial date, and vanished. Weinstein spent 3 decades evading authorities by cycling through fake identities such as Richard Michael Brennan and Anthony Joseph Michael. He was even arrested several times in different states under the aliases without police realizing his true identity. He eventually fled illegally to Panama around 2005, where he lived for 2 decades and active in the local theater scene. All right, the U.S. Marshals Service tracked him to Panama City, where local authorities arrested him. Through he carried a fake ID. Fingerprint analysis confirmed his identity. Wow, you know, it's a shame, man. 30 years, man. 30 years this guy was getting away with it. And, you know, finally, man, we get some justice for this man. It's a shame, man. It took this long. But justice always comes to you, man. All right? Rest in peace, Rodney. Rest in peace. All right, now we're going into the world of Hatebreed and Danzig. All right? The high-energy metal drops are utilized during key moments of the hyper-violent feature starring John Bernthal as Frank Castle and the Punisher. One Last Kill. All right? Danzig's song Mother and Hatebreed's song I Will Be Heard were played inside the movie. The inclusion of these tracks marks a fitting return to form for the franchise. While not part of the official MCU canon, the 2008 film Punisher Warzone was similarly famous for its heavy metal soundtrack, which actually included a Hatebreed cover of Sepultura's Refuse Resist. Make sure you guys check. If you haven't seen Punisher, oh man, dude, it's fucking great. I enjoyed it. Me and my wife had a great time with it. The only thing that really pissed us off after watching it is that it's only 45 minutes long and you want more. I'm sure this shit must have broke some type of records. Disney, do the right thing. Give this thing a proper release. Give it a movie. Give it a fucking a season 3. Whatever you got to do. We need more Frank Castle in here. Let's get this shit going. All right, now we go into the El Paso Hardcore Underground. All right. The El Paso Police Department arrested Geraldo Javier Arroyo, 29, of Las Cruces, New Mexico, for shooting outside an underground hardcore show that left a 21-year-old man critically injured. A fight broke out inside the music venue. During a moshing-style physical contact, security guards intervened and broke up the initial mosh pit brawl. One of the individuals involved called his brother Arroyo, stating that he has been assaulted and did not feel safe. Arroyo and another brother then drove from Las Cruces to El Paso armed with weapons. Outside the venue, Arroyo confronted a group of people. Witnesses reported seeing Arroyo point a handgun and fire 5 to 7 shots, hitting the victim, Jose Luis Levon, multiple times. The incident took place outside EP Underground, an alternative and hardcore music venue located on Gateway Boulevard East in South Central El Paso. Wow. So, yeah, man, I mean, this is like the first time. I mean, well, besides, you know, what happened with Dimebag, which was, you know, another fucking tragedy. But as far as guns playing a role in music venues like this, you know, it's a shame, man. I mean, you know, the guy who came with the gun, he wasn't inside the club, thank goodness. But, you know, damn, that's really shocking. I'm glad to hear that the young man he survived. He's in the hospital. They say he's in critical condition. You know, we're hoping that everything works out with him. They got the guy who did the shooting. And let's just hope that, you know, my man recovers and this guy gets put away for this bullshit, man. I mean, come on. This is fucking bullshit. This is stuff there that does not belong in the scene. All right? What a fucking shame, man. What a shame. Now we will go into some metal bochinche. All right. Chicago-based beatdown band Them's Fighting Words officially parted ways with their lead vocalist, Austin Allen, on May 13th. The band announced a sudden lineup change on Lamgo and their official social media platforms, noting that the exit was effective immediately. Despite the vocalist change, the remaining band members explicitly confirmed that all planned concert dates will continue as scheduled. The band stated they are no longer working with Austin Allen and wished him well as he begins a new life in Florida. While the public announcement cited moves to Florida, discussions within the community on platforms like Them's Fighting Words subreddit indicated friction regarding substance abuse issues and persistent conflicts with other band members. The split occurred right on the heels of the band releasing their highly anticipated 6-track EP, Worldwide Beatdown, on May 8th. The band is actively planning to announce a new lead vocalist shortly. The remaining instrumental roster features Scott McGinnis on guitar, Nathaniel Scott on drums, and Santana Salazar on bass. So, which is it? So, when you hear stuff like this, yeah, there's always going to be some type of shit. And I'm sure, you know, look, this is the band that put it out first. So eventually, I'm sure, you know, the singer might have something to say eventually. I'm sure this is not going to be staying shut. I mean, because especially when things go, you know, kind of half-ass, you know. So they say he left because he was going to Florida. But there's people saying that there could be other things involved. You know, there's drugs and other things. And, you know, so sounds like he just got his ass thrown out the band, but they try to make it nice. But that's just me. Oh, well. I'm sure this shit will continue because there'll be more Metal Bochinche on this, I guarantee. All right, now we go into the world of Mitch Harris. All right, Mitch Harris, he was promoting, you know, Tour Flip, which he criticized the current music industry infrastructure and touring financial system. And basically, during this time when he was there doing this, and there was an Instagram post that said it nice and clear. And it's funny because I went to go back to that Instagram post to check it out again, and it's gone. All right. He claims that he was not talking. You know, he was in the post. He basically was talking some trash against Napalm Death. It was his post. Okay. So now he's saying he was not talking about his bandmates. He stated that streaming has decimated album income, and the band's only retain only 20% of what they earn. But you know, a lot of people are still talking about it. And, you know, it's like, all right, now everything's got taken out. Now you try to, like, twist it around a little bit. I think there's some other stuff to it. I mean, look, man, I get it. You know, you guys are, you know, you want to keep being good gracious with them. You know what I'm saying? Hey, stay in good gracious with Napalm Death. I mean, you know, you don't want to get hit with anything as far as lawsuits and defamation and all this other stuff. But you said it. All right? It was on IG. I read it. And so did a lot of other people. So there was no you know, we didn't see anything different, bro. You said it. You know, so come on, bro. Just, you know, stick to what you said and go with it, bro. That's it. You said it, you said it. But that's it. That's all I got. Also, make sure you roll, guys, tune in tomorrow, man. We're going to have Quest for Metal. All right? He's going to be on with us. We're going to be talking about European bands and all sorts of nonsense that we could think about. So make sure you guys tune in at 6 p.m. Sunday, New York time.